People with diabetes, has anyone ever used it against you? We were in Ms. Kelly's class working on our group project when I genuinely felt like I was gonna pass out. I knew my blood sugar was probably crashing, and as soon as I started seeing spots, I knew I had to eat something. Luckily, I brought a Twix bar for school, but when I walked back to my desk to grab it, it wasn't there. Where was it? I looked around the room to see if someone was just pranking me, but when I looked towards the front, I noticed Ms. Kelly licking the chocolate off her fingers. Ms. Kelly, did you eat my chocolate? She barely looked up. Oh, was that yours? Shouldn't have left it out. No snacks in my class. Was she serious? Ms. Kelly, I needed that. My blood sugar is dangerously low and I can barely feel my legs right now. I felt my arms tingling and the room started spinning, and not even 5 seconds later my insulin pump started beeping. The whole class turned to look at me, and I felt my face turning red. I had to get some sugar ASAP or I'd probably pass out, and I knew I had some M&Ms in my locker. I started walking towards the door, barely able to see straight, but as soon as I passed Ms. Kelly's door, I felt her grab my shoulder. She stepped in front of me and said, "Where do you think you're going?" I told her my insulin pump was warning me, and I had to get some candy from my locker. You're not going anywhere until I dismiss you. Why was this happening to me? I said, "What? It's not fake, I'm diabetic. I really need sugar or I'm going to black out." Nice try, you just want a snack. I know a binge eater when I see one, while looking me up and down. Plus, you don't need the calories. I wasn't even 100 pounds, and I felt like I was losing my balance. Other kids were starting to catch on that this was serious. Please, Ms. Kelly, she really needs it. Just let her go. Nope, that door stays locked. My insulin pump beeped again, and I knew I didn't have long. I tried to walk out anyways, even if it meant I got detention, but she physically stopped me. "Where do you think you're going, fatty? Sit your big back down." I couldn't do anything. I tried to turn around and walk back to my seat, but halfway there my legs gave out. I collapsed onto the floor, and everyone heard the slap as I hit the tiles. I was seeing stars and literally couldn't get up, and the entire class yelled, "Ms. Kelly, she needs it!" But Ms. Kelly kept going. "She's faking it. She's obviously faking it." Then she walked over to her desk, opened a drawer, and pulled out a Kit Kat. She held it up so I could see it from the floor. "What's wrong, Tubby? Jealous?" She unwrapped it and started eating it right in front of me. She didn't even break it in half, just bit right down the middle like a psycho. I felt my consciousness fading out, and I thought this was it for me. My life flashed before my eyes, and as I watched Ms. Kelly dance over me, I heard a giant thud before I completely blacked out. But the next thing I knew, I felt someone grabbing me again. Someone tilted my head up, and I felt the sweet taste of something pouring into my mouth. I swallowed the best juice I had ever tasted, and when I finally came to my senses, I realized it was grape Kool-Aid. I opened my eyes to see Jabari, the 300-pound linebacker who sat in the back pouring it into my mouth, and when I finally had enough strength to sit up, Ms. Kelly was knocked out on the floor. Turns out Jabari got really upset hearing her call me fat because everyone bullied him for that exact thing. But when he saw her dancing over me eating that Kit Kat completely wrong, he lost it. He got up from his desk and slammed Ms. Kelly hard against the wall, knocking her out, and gave me some of his Kool-Aid, and before I could thank him, he broke the Kit Kat in half and finished it.